This guy was a gift from my daughter, or maybe it was my son. I don't know, maybe it was my wife, frankly. Anyway, they saw this big tarantula, and they know I love big tarantulas, so when they saw it, they had to get it for me. This guy guards the reptile room. Anyway, today is a rehousing video, and we got some will be big ones. They're tiny right now, but they grow quick. I'm Jay. This is Jay's Cryptic Creatures. Come on, let's learn something together. So if you recall a couple of videos back, I mentioned that my Ceratogyrus darlingi and my Pamphobeteus species cascata matured out male. You may also remember that I don't breed tarantulas. Not yet, anyway. So I did what I normally do. I reached out to a couple different local breeders to see if they had a need for either one or both of those species, and luck had it that he did. So I packed up the C. darlingi and the Pamphobeteus species cascata and gave them to my buddy Steve at Arachnoid Den for some breeding. Being the nice guy that he is, he exchanged my mature males for a Pamphobeteus species costa and a Theraphosa stermi sling to grow up. So I figured, let's get out the camera and do a quick and easy rehousing of these two slings. Alright, this is the Pamphobeteus species costa. Got this sling from Steve at Arachnoid Den. This is, I don't know. I've raised up several different species of Pampho, so not unfamiliar. One of the cool things about Pamphos is that Christmas tree butt, super cool. These guys are pretty quick growing, so I'm going into an enclosure slightly bigger than what I probably would normally do. These are critter keepers. I do like these. This one is slightly modified. I have some packing tape covering up some of the top vents just to allow for higher humidity inside of there. Not crazy though. We want to make sure that we don't create a swamp and we have good cross ventilation. Typical substrate mix. It's Reputable with some vermiculite and some sphagnum moss, some fake plants, little starter burrow. Just a quick rehousing / new home for this guy. Again, these are beautiful species. Highly recommend. Let's get this guy before he hops out. Alright, we might be able to just pick this guy up and put him in. So let's see what we can do here. I do have a catch cup ready just in case he decides to scoot. So if you guys are uncomfortable with rehousings in general, something you can do right now is just leave him be, right? Put the lid on it, be done. No need to create extra stress for you or the spider, and eventually he'll wander out, and when you pay attention, you'll be able to know he's not in the cup anymore and just move the cup out. That's fine. It's not going to hurt anything. In this case, I think I'm going to give him a little poke and see if we can scoot him along. Come on, bud. There you go. Look at that. Just like so. So now what we'll do is we'll get the lid on it, and we'll allow him over the next several days to scope out his new home, figure out where he gets comfortable, maybe in a starter burrow, maybe he'll make his own. But from there, what we'll do is feed probably in a week or so, and hopefully everything's good. All right, and then we're going to do our Theraphosa stermi. This is the second spider in the Theraphosa genus that I am planning on raising up. The first was the Apotheosis, which turned out to mature male, which was, a double-edged sword, really, because the purples and pinks that came on the Apotheosis as mature male were crazy. It was a huge spider, um, but like I said, unfortunately, it was a male. That male went to Caleb at Wicked Webs for breeding. Now, this enclosure is quite a bit bigger than what you typically would do for a sling. However, the Theraphosa grows so quickly. If you would put this in something you would think is a bit too large, um, the next molt or two, it would be way too small. So we're going big from the start. Let him grow into this. This won't be his forever home. Certainly not. I have almost a 10-gallon enclosure that I used for my previous that we will recycle for him or her. Moist substrate, a little bit more moist than usual. Again, this is a big critter keeper. I modified the lid to close up some of the ventilation. Some fake plants. Soil's the same thing. As always, wrap the soil, vermiculite, and sphagnum with a water dish. So let me mount the camera and see if we can get this guy moved over. Now I think I'll be able to do just a pick up and move over. One thing that isn't talked about probably as much. So yes, the Theraphosa get really large, but as slings, they are so quick. Like when my Apotheosis was growing up, the speed was incredible. So what I'm going to try to do is pick them up and put them in. Hopefully we don't see a bolt. I do have catch cups sitting around here just in case. So let's see what we can do. So that part was easy enough. And we'll give them a little poke and see if we can get them to come on out without scurrying completely away. You want to keep your brush in constant contact with legs and let them walk out naturally. There you go. You can see them leaving the webbing as a trail. And let's gently remove the cup. Perfect. And we'll let him wander around. This was a real quick video this week. If I were you, I'd keep my eyes open because the updates will be coming soon. Both of these species grow incredibly quick. Let me know if you guys keep any of the Pamphobeteus or Theraphosa species. With all this being said, please like, subscribe, and we can continue learning about tarantulas, snakes, centipedes, tegus, and other cryptic creatures together. Until next time.